week, and they're kind of tough places to hang out. You know, there's a lot of sick people and stuff, and they don't all work there. No, I don't really mean that. No, seriously, there are a lot of sick people, and it's a tough place, and even staff are struggling. You know, it's tough these days to be in conventional medicine for just lots of reasons. All of them aren't our fault, you know, and I've said it before, and what I love about this company is, one, the family and the friendships. It always does my heart well to show up to Pure events and to hang out with the corporate folks, and then my friends, both the leadership and just all the IBOs are such great people. It's so important, and I know Sergeant Major would agree that it's the community, and if it's a healthy community you're in, whether it's a military group or a group like this, it does great things for your health. You know, when we talk about the green thing, supposed to changes. When we talk about our company, we talk a lot about how critically important it is to get the right things in our body, and we have something to help with that. We talk about how critically important it is to keep moving, and from that standpoint to stay healthy. We have things to help that, to help us function well, whether we're a world-class Olympic type athlete or whether we're just a weekend warrior that gets out there, or we're just trying to kind of stay healthy and moving and keep our balance, etc. And we also talk about how important rest is. Hugely important. In fact, sleep is not designed to be an escape. Unfortunately, we have tended to begin to think that way a little bit, that, you know, whether we're sedated sleep or maybe with alcohol, it's been a crutch sometimes to help us rest. It's not good rest. It's not good rest. You may close your eyes, you may not remember some period of time, but that's not in any way ideal. You know, the idea is this is the best way you can rejuvenate your body and your mind, and that is to rest. And to rest well and to rest naturally. At least a third of this country struggles with that. Rand Corporation has
issues with sleep.
Anybody?
Anyone? Yes.
And you know, you don't have to be embarrassed about that, because there's really natural reasons we do that, and especially as we age a little bit, and in fact some of that has to do with our environment and our cell phones and our screens in front of our face. You know, there's a thing you can do on your cell phone and on your computer to change it to a nighttime mode, so you're getting a different light, and that affects our brain and how well we can relax. So I encourage you all to do that. Rand Corporation estimates $411 billion were lost in industry related to sleeplessness. $400 billion, huge issue for business. We know it's a huge safety issue in regards to driving, etc. So really, really a big deal. We know that much of our disease processes, I'm going to try to go to another slide here, are related to lack of sleep. We know that without proper sleep, obesity increase, hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, probably depression, mood problems, maybe even cancer is increased when you don't sleep well because of inadequate sleep. So think of the strength of that. Those are our biggest killers. All of those things I just named are our biggest killers. And if lack of sleep increases the incidence of those, think of the impact just by getting a good night's sleep. So the lack of sleep boosts one hormone, which suppresses appetite and decreases, good sleep decreases another one that triggers appetite. So here's the deal. If you're not sleeping well, you're not having a reset, and you're hungrier, and you make poor decisions, right? And we've all experienced that. You're up all night, you're tired, what do? You say, hell with the diet, or hell with the good eating, I'm gonna eat the donut, or whatever, or maybe 3. I've seen that in myself. Or you kid yourself and think if you eat the cheeseburger really, really quick, it doesn't count. And actually it's the same. But seriously, we know our judgment is impacted by our rest. That when we're well rested, we make better decisions. we also treat people nicer. And that's huge in regards to people we care about. And weight loss and sleep. How cool is this? Get good sleep, you can lose weight. And we've got a great spin on that we're going to talk about in just a second. But so think about this. With less than 7 hours of sleep a day, the estimate is in some studies 300 to 500 calories a day. Some say 1,000 calories a day. 300 to 500 calories a day. Darren, what that's about a half a pound a week or one?
Yeah. Right.
Half to 1 pound a week. That's 25, 50 pounds a year you might gain if you're not getting adequate sleep. Just by sleeping well, you can control your weight. We got
All right. So this is where our new product comes in. It's called Melatrim. All right. Very excited to be able to share this formula with you. I've heard phenomenal stories from many of our IBOs who've had the opportunity to try it. So if you are one of those 33% who's not getting good night's sleep, and even if you are, I suggest that you try it because I think that you will get a much better night's sleep. And as Dr. Buckner was referring to, we need that sleep. We need our bodies to recuperate. We want to be alive and awake and vigorous, right? And if we don't have a good night's sleep, we're not going to have that. Okay, so this is one of the components of this product. There's a relaxation blend. It's a blend of botanicals and an amino acid, L-theanine. Anyone heard of L-theanine? Right? Maybe from the matcha. It's naturally found in green tea. So it has a calming effect, and it also promotes alpha brain waves. Overall, this blend with chamomile, hops, passion flower is going to help you wind down, relax the body and the mind, and help you fall asleep. All right, now this is something that I'm really excited to share with you. This is very proprietary, very different. Very few products, if any, have this effect or benefit. So you've probably heard of your pineal gland. It promotes or produces melatonin. Now when the sun goes down, your body is supposed to produce more melatonin, right? And to help you fall asleep. And then it's supposed to give you a gradual amount to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. Well, if you take regular melatonin on the market, if you've tried it, like me, you fall asleep really quick, but how do you feel a few hours later? It's out of your system. You'll wake up, right? So what we've provided in this product is an extended release melatonin so that it goes into your body quickly to help you fall asleep, and then through an extended release technology is released slowly throughout the night to help you stay asleep through the night so that you're more rested when you wake up in the morning. All right, Bucky, tell us about this aspect.
Anyone ever heard of Capsaicin? It's an amazing product that comes from chili peppers, actually, and it actually helps you with fat metabolism a little bit, and actually protects your body. You know, our bodies are, I mean, our Creator put together an amazing thing. I mean, think about, does anyone know a machine you can have used for 40, 50 years before it breaks down? And even then, may not. And if you take care of it, it'll last 100 or more. If you modify your diet dramatically, your metabolism slows down naturally, because your body's kind of going into this starvation mode thing, you know. So it's survival. Capsaicin sort of helps even when you reduce calorie intake. If you're trying to lose weight, it maintains thermogenesis, it maintains oxidation of fat, and it actually boosts metabolism a bit. So the idea is that you can maintain metabolism and perhaps burn fat as you rest, which is amazing. That should be very exciting to everyone, really.
And
you know,
Melatrim.
There's also a lot of evidence capsaicin is great for pain control. And think about that, because think of how pain impacts rest. and those are good studies.
It'll help with the absorption of the active ingredients in there as well.
Absolutely. So, an amazing formulation, I think, that what we put together with Melatrim. I've actually had the opportunity to use this product. And I'll tell you a couple of things. Melatonin is a wonderful hormone, by the way, that our body, think about everything in this product is either natural herbs or things that our body produces normally. The issues with melatonin is at about 20 years of age, your level dramatically drops. And around probably 40, it's about zilch. So your body's just no longer producing melatonin, at least in 2017. I'm sure 100 years ago it was different, right? Because 100 years ago, we got up when the sun got up, and then we sat by a fire at night, and then when the fire went out, we went to bed. And that's a different kind of light, and that affects our body's melatonin level. Today, melatonin at about 40 is zilch. So when you take it, the problem with the half-life of it, like Darren said, is, and I love it, and I've taken melatonin for some time, about 3 or 4 hours, it kind of, so 2, 3 in the morning, you wake up, and then you're kind of awake again, which is what I love about this product, is having that sustained, that extended release allows you to get another boost in the melatonin, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
I think half to 3/4 of the
It's
dose,
half,
I think.
half.
Yeah, half that dose is in that extended release, so that you really do get another little boost a little later. And the product, I think, is amazing. Everything we've added to it, it makes so much sense. Sleep is so important. Aetna, which is a health company, actually provides their employees $500 extra if they can prove that they've slept 20 days in a row for over 8 hours.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never heard
$500
that.
extra. And I've been talking to Tony about that for us, for IBOs. He said, no, it's too easy. Too easy with Melatrim. Not going to pay you $500. But, the Army's been focused on it, the military has, because they understand how important rest is. So I think this is, by the way, the sleep industry, I think the last time I saw the figures in 2012, about $32 billion. So
Huge.
1% of it, give us 1% of it. That's $300 million. We'll take that. I think that would help our IBOs get a little bit of business that way. So I think it's an amazing product. I'm very excited.
I am too, but thank you so
All right.
much for
Thank you,
sharing
guys.
that
Have a great
information.
day.